Hello, thanks for stopping by Blessings Diaries. Today I would like to go back to my little notebook of blessings here. And to understand the story of today, you might want to watch a few other videos, which are videos of day 14, A Talent for Drawing Movement, day 16, Turning Passion into a Career, and day 19, Tribute to a Mentor. So today I wanted to spend a little bit more time in explaining how I ended up in film school and the whole story, all the blessings that happened while I was in film school. So I think the origin of it is that my mom used to be a fashion designer and I grew up watching her drawing, and she encouraged me to pursue in the artistic way. So I was pretty much free to choose the orientation, the direction that I wanted to take in higher education. Unlike some people that might be pressured to study finance, to study law, I actually went to film school. And that was a blessing on its own because I think once we find an area that we really love, then we're able to really dedicate a lot of energy to it without really counting and without noticing it. So although I was a pretty average student in middle school and high school, I actually did pretty good in film school. And as I explained before, I had a passion for storyboarding. I had participated in short films. So I actually ended up at the end of my it's bachelor plus 1 year in France, which is called license. I ended up fourth of my prom, and I was very good friend with a girl that applied to the Sorbonne University because my first university was actually a more practical university that was in suburbs of Paris. It was not known, but it was very focused on film production. And the second university that I joined was more focused on theory, which is the Sorbonne. And I have to admit that the reputation of this university abroad, how it's well known and famous in the whole world, actually made me want to register to join a program there. So I submitted my application, and because I was fourth of my prom in my previous university, also I guess because I was working on a topic that was very uncommon, which was storyboards, they accepted my application. And not only my application was accepted, but actually you're supposed to have at least the support of two teachers, and I got three teachers to sign off to guide me in my master degree. So that was a very big blessing. So I got to enter this university, do one master, and then the second master, which in France is necessary to do two masters to be able to sign up to a PhD. And I actually didn't really want to do a PhD originally. It wasn't really my idea when I started university to have such long studies, but when I finished my master, I was pretty young. I was 23 years old. I had actually been 1 year early all my studies, and I never stopped, like I never repeated 1 year. So I finished my master very young, and when I started looking for jobs in filmmaking and advertisement, all I had was like internships and things like that. And I thought maybe I can continue doing such kind of freelance work and internships while continuing my studies. And my professor advisor at that time, who had followed me since the beginning from my first master and my second master, offered me to continue in this PhD. And actually, I was also very blessed because the topic of my dissertation of my first master was on such a special topic, which was storyboarding. And because I had treated it in a successful way, I've been able to get a scholarship from the government where they gave me an allowance every month to continue my studies and to do that second master. So during my second master, I had a scholarship from the government. And then when I applied to my PhD, I wanted to do a research in the United States. about storyboarding practices in US and do a cross-border comparison between storyboards in the US and France. And I applied for a research scholarship, which would be paying the trip and paying a few weeks of hotel and transportation abroad to be able to deepen the topic. And I also have been accepted to that scholarship. So I've been very blessed to find this passion in my life and to be able to do my studies in such a great university, which is the Sorbonne, and have such a great support from my professor advisor at that time, as well as from the system, the government in France, which supports studies that are innovative. So that was my little blessings diaries of today. Thank you for watching and hope you'll come back soon. Bye bye.